I just want you guys to see. Okay, so this is the Notion for you guys, right?
Right.
Right here, there's going to be a client portal template. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is every time we get a new client, and it's good that we're recording this because this will be a process.
Yep.
Every time we get a new client and we first input the task for Ray, what we want to do is we're going to go to Notion, log in to Brian's Notion account, right click or press this little 3-button thing right here, and then go to duplicate. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I will leave this as, name this as her name, whatever.
Ray,
so
R-A-E, Ireland.
It's a pretty cool name.
Yes,
right?
Love it. Ray.
So we can do that as a portal. Ideally in here, do we have her logos and stuff like that?
Not yet. I think we are creating one for her.
Is it already put into her account?
We are creating one for Ray.
Oh, okay. All right. So what, have you guys used Notion before, or is this the first time you're seeing this?
No, it's the first time.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So I created a template here. Okay. To give you an idea of what it looks like. So basically we want to remove everything you see here, but it's in the right structure. Okay. So basically this cover page, we can change that to whatever you guys want to do. We can do, probably upload some type of like UBA, like whatever promo graphic you make for her. You can upload that here. Okay. The icon could be the UBI icon, or it can be your client's icon. So if she has a company, it'd be cool to put her. And then, if she has a company, she can put your branding here. Is she an individual or is she a company?
She's an individual.
Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, because all we need are important links, unique links, and all this. So the first thing is, this is a Zoom link. This is already set up. Okay, it automatically goes to Zoom, so she knows, okay, here's my Zoom link. Here are all the other things we need, right? Submission forms. Does she need to fill out any submission forms?
Yeah. She's been sent the 2 onboarding forms for new branding clients already.
Okay. And every time we create a portal, are these the same people going to submit these forms?
Well, the clients really are going to be kind of split into 2 groups, aren't they? So we're going to have PR clients and we're going to have branding clients. So there's 2 different groups of forms, if you will. So
is this branding or is this PR?
Branding. And she's getting a little bit of PR. It's branding.
Okay, I'm going to rename this. This is branding. Okay. So now I named the template branding. So we'll have like another one for PR eventually as we create it. Right. So support email. What does that need to be? We need to give them access to this.
Yeah, and I think that's going to depend if we're doing everything in Zendesk. I know you guys were.
I personally think, here's what I think. I mean, I would rather, like, if you go up here, you see this discussion.
Yeah.
She literally can go in here and says, hey guys, I have an issue. Boom. And then it's on her page, and whoever is assigned to this page gets notified when, hey, they have an issue. So as a company, do we want to have that in here, or do we want to have her click support email, go to her email? This is the path of least resistance and much easier. And it's a better user experience than clicking support and emailing, right?
Right. That is correct. I definitely agree with you, Hanson, because typically our clients, they hate emails. So.
Yeah. So here it's more like a chat.
Yep.
Okay. And as we go through it, what you can do is, so I'm going to show you how to, so right now I'm signed in as Brian to create one. So let's say I want to add me as myself, right? I just go here. If you saw that up here, share, right? Add people. Okay. And then I'm going to add myself here, and I'm going to add Larcie. Victoria, what is your email address?
Same as Larcie's, but just with Victoria in front. So Victoria@unstoppablefamily.com.
Okay. So right there. Cool. So we're going to give here are different things here with the client. So what I'm going to do is, since we're on the internal team, I'm going to give full access. Okay. This needs to be done every time. However, when we do the client, we want to give her can comment, and I'll probably give it to Rhonda as well. Okay. So whoever's assigned to this, so we'll know that by looking, whoever's assigned to Ray here, right? So Victoria, Larcie, Star, yeah. So we'd have to add Star in there too. Is she the same? Is she the same email address?
Yes.
STARR at Unstoppable.
Right.
It's Starwin. It's
Starwin.
Yeah. So
WYN.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give her full access as well. Cool.
Be
now,
on the call too, with
what?
us? Should Starwin be on the call too with us?
I'm not sure about for this particular bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. No, let's just go through it. I want to run it with Larcie and Victoria because they're going to be the main ones. So yeah, so let's just keep going through it. She if we need to, I can have a call with her, or she can watch this video. So now everyone, you guys have access to this Notion, and they'll say Ray, and you guys can edit anything on here. Okay. Now I don't have links here, but let's say we want to put in the Inner Circle Club, just literally just highlight.
Yeah, I have the links for the hub. Yep, I got it. I can edit that.
Yeah, so you can add that in, all right?
Private Facebook group.
Yeah. If you add it in and it's going to be the same for everyone, can you add it into the template too?
Yeah.
The branding, cool. Okay. I said, sure.
With the private Facebook group, is that would that be for their personal private Facebook chat, or is it for like our Inner Circle group chat? Does that make sense?
It's your company.
It's not their... I think
I'm just thinking, do we need that at all?
I think this is for the SBBF Facebook group, Vic, because if we are going to be using Notion, there is no need to,
that's what I was thinking
in the Facebook Messenger. Yep.
Don't want to double it up because we know what they're like once you get the message, they won't leave.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know what the Inner Circle Hub is, and I don't know what the private Facebook group is. So it's like whatever, put as little information as you can here as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. As little as possible.
Yeah. So we can delete the support email in there, probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So to delete, you just hit this little like weird 6-button dice looking thing.
Okay.
And then just go delete. Right?
Okay. All right.
And then you can and if you, let's say like how did I make these things? If you just click here, go to color, you can change the color of like, this is the color of the actual of the actual font, right? So I can make that purple, cool. Or I can make the background, here's the background, I can make it orange, whatever you want, right? You make it. I'm not a designer, so you guys can mess around to make it look nice. Okay. I'll turn it back to gray because whatever. But let's say it's 2 rows. You want to make a 3rd row. You literally just grab this and drag it over.
I see.
And then just,
nice.
And add a 3rd, right?
Yep.
If you want to like duplicate this entire thing, you can hold down Option, drag, and it just copies it. You know. See?
Oh, okay, I see.
And this is kind of like cells in an Excel worksheet to where you can like highlight several of them.
Right.
Hold on. Like this. And then you can like, duplicate it or whatever you want. But yeah, you can play around with it. You can move things around. It's really easy and like easy to move and mess around with. What I'm doing is I'm making everything full width. Normally it'll come like this, but I just shoot full width. Okay. And then ideally if you want to like, I'm not going to get into it. So this calendar was for Notion before. We're going to be deleting this since we're moving everything to Airtable. Okay. So the things that we want are going to be here. This is all Airtable. I was giving examples. Yeah. But let's say, for example, we want to Ray Ireland's tasks, right? Do we want to show her tasks or we want to show her project status?
I think project status more so.
Okay, so right now we're in writing drafts right now, right? With her, she already paid.
We are on branding phase, so
writing draft. That's the PR test.
That's the PR. That's the PR statuses. So
yeah,
I think I need to add more. So
yeah, we need the branding status.
Oh, okay. So if you were to, I'm trying to think. Okay, you just need to update the statuses as you see fit. So like maybe to make it clear, we can just customize these and we can just say, this is PR.
That's all PR, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do PR like this, this is PR like this. So we all know that this is PR.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you want to do like, step 1, step 2, step 3, you can do like 1, right? 1 is draft. I'll just do you want to do it like this so that you can see like step 1, step 2, step 3? Or
I think maybe Larcie and I'll need to look at that.
Yeah.
Because these are potentially have changed anyway.
Okay. All right. So
we can look at that separately so that it's not taking up too much time.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. So I will, so in the project stuff, right? Okay. I just actually, I cancel that. To create a view, this is where it's going to get kind of weird because it's like, all right, we have to create one Notion for each person, which means we're going to have a lot of freaking views here. Okay. So we're combining Notion with Airtable. So let's say we want to show the project status for this client. That's going. You're familiar with Kanban, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or Kanban. I don't know how you pronounce it. So let's go here. I'm going to delete this one actually because yeah, I'm going to delete it so you can see how I make it. Okay. So first, let's say we're in projects. We want to show that. Okay, I want to show Ray Ireland's project status on a Kanban view. So we go down to Kanban, okay, we add Kanban, and then we can name it. We can just say, Ray Ireland, great Kanban. So we know what this is. Now, we are going to do it by status, okay? Done. Now, you can see all the statuses here. Writing drafts, approval, pitch, article. This is all in line. It's all in the right order as it was how we set it up in the grid view, like this. Like this is how it's labeled.
Okay.
First, second. Okay. If we move this around, it will change on the Kanban. But we have Ray, but we have everyone's in here. So what we need to do is now we need to filter only Ray. Here's a filter tab. Hit filter, add a filter where the client is Ray. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There. Boom. She's right here. Now we have this view. We want to share it to where every time we move this thing, she sees it. So how do we do that? Another thing is I don't want to see uncategorized. I don't want to see that. So I might be able to go to customized cards. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Filter. Okay. Go right here, share view. Okay. Hit this. You're going to create a shareable Kanban view link. And then now I would unclick this because just to be safe, just unclick this and you literally just copy this. Command C, copy that, go to Airtable and then just paste that in and then go to create embed. So now that will put it here and we can just put project status. And then we can turn this into a heading, right? Like heading 2 maybe. We can add a little divider underneath it. This is what I like to do. You guys can do whatever you like, but you just kind of go scroll. Yep. Sorry, you gotta hit this plus button. There's more stuff when you hit the plus button. Divide it, and then I'll make this like a big orange color or something, so she knows like, oh, this is my status. Cool. So now she can see this. Okay. So she can see that on here, which is really cool.
Nice.
Okay, you can squeeze this up here.
Love
okay.
It. Mm-hmm.
So now
the uncategorized column is still in there, I think.
Yeah, it's just going to be there. I can look how to figure it out, how to remove it. But right now, is that important that we remove it now, or
No,
does it matter?
not really.
Okay. Yeah, we just I can collapse it, but I don't know how to remove it. Okay.
No worries.
I'll look into it to see if we can find it. But mainly, I want to get you guys like to see how we create views in Airtable to bring that over. Okay.
Awesome.
So now, what else do we want to do? We want to show them their scheduled calls, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. So what we can do is we just created this. We can just highlight these. My thing is kind of weird right now. So highlight this, hold down Option, and just drag that down. Okay. Oops. Drag that down. Release. Okay. And now just go scheduled calls. Right. And I'll add another divider. So then I want to go back to Airtable. Now, where are the scheduled calls? So are you scheduling calls with them, or are you only showing calls that have happened?
We are scheduling calls as well. So for example, there could be a set time for Ray to get in a meeting with Starwin, like for example, 10 a.m. every Tuesday, like that. So we do that as well. And sometimes we do book it with Rhonda. So
you book it with Rhonda?
Yep.
Okay, so here's interactions, right? What you want to do is whenever we schedule a call, right? So can you show me, or actually tell me, like when the next date is for Ray Ireland?
We're looking at this week, probably on our Friday.
Is it important that she sees when it's scheduled in her portal, or do you only because it's going to be more work on our end to schedule with her and then add it in? Well, add it in here because, and I'll show you why. Let's Larcie and Victoria, just pretend you're Ray right now, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm you guys. So I need to schedule an appointment with you to talk to you this Friday, for example. All right. So in order to do that, I need to say, hey, all right, coordinate schedules, Calendly, you schedule it. Once it's scheduled, then I need to find the confirmation. Okay, they confirmed. I got to go into tasks. I go into Airtable. I need to create let's say this Friday at whatever time it is. I'm just going to say the date because if we are, we can add times, but we add it in, then I got to add all this, right? I got to add, it's going to be a design call, and it's going to be, we're going to be talking about whatever. And it's with, the notes and all this. And here's the client. It's going to be with Ray. And then it's going to be with Larcie, and it's going to be with Rhonda, for instance. Okay. You do all that work. Now, this will automate, but what's going to happen is when this day comes again, you got to go back and open all this up again. You don't have to create it, but you need to open it up again to take notes, right? So let's say you're on the call with Ray. We're like, hey, Ray, how's it going? You're going to go into Airtable. You're going to open this up, and now you're going to take the notes. I would basically just add it in here, like whatever notes. Ideally, what you want to do is I'm going to talk to Brian to get you guys on the Airtable premium option I have, which gives you a lot more. You can comment on cards and stuff. It's just better when you're commenting and instead of just leaving notes.
You just let us know what we need to upgrade to, and we'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So once you update here, you update your YouTube link right here, right? You add any attachment files that you gave to them.
Right.
So you kind of do this twice. That's my point. Is like, if I'm the client and you guys schedule a meeting with me this week, do I need to see that in my dashboard? We should, before we add it in, we should see if they need it, right? Because chances are we literally can just go into Notion and say, hey, Hanson, don't forget our meeting is this Tuesday or this Friday at 11 a.m. And then that could be like that could be the reminder. What do you guys think? Do you want to show them a calendar, or do you want to like show them this?
If it was more simple to show them a calendar, then yeah, of course it's going to be worthwhile doing it, but it isn't, is it? So I don't know,
Well,
Larcie, what you're thinking, because you schedule the calls, not me. I think because we're going to be working in Notion, it's easy just to drop it in there. This is the time we're meeting. They have the Zoom link already in there. And then we just put in the notes in after the call.
So let me think. We could, like, let's say for instance, you have where do you do your calendar? Is it in Google Calendar or is it all the clients in one?
Okay, we schedule them through Calendly, and then just for us to know who is scheduled for that week, we are using Rhonda's calendar to sync every call in there, just to know who's scheduled for the week. But
So
it's different
one thing
calendars that is synced in one.
One thing I possibly could do is I could try and figure out how we could automate whenever if you're doing it through Schedule Once. Are you doing the Schedule Once or Calendly? Like why the two different ones?
Well, Rhonda would like to have Schedule Once for Brian and Gavin, because it's I think it's because of the rotation that someone can choose between Gavin or Brian for the scheduled call. So that's just merely the reason why we're shifting there. But it's
and why not add Rhonda into Schedule Once?
Yeah, we only need one scheduling platform. There's no reason to have two.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. If you're already using Schedule Once for the sales team, you just need to create one for like internal team with Rhonda, internal team with Star, and it's all you're already paying for it. It's all under Schedule Once, and it's already integrated, so I literally can just use the same integration. So what I'm saying is, if we use that it's fine. If you want to use Calendly too, that's fine too. It's just more we're all using two different software. So, I could potentially create a automatic thing here. So, I could potentially whenever they schedule or you book it, it automatically comes here, and then have that calendar show just their calendar of calls, right?
Maybe sorry, go ahead.
No, you go, Larcie.
No, what I was just trying to say is that maybe this full window in here, we can just bring it over to Notion. I mean, we are going to update this anyway, right? Because we need to put in the notes, we need to put in everything for the record. So maybe we could just grab this and then put it in Notion, because
so this is what I'm saying is do you want to show the calls that are scheduled but haven't happened yet, or do you just want to show the calls that with the notes after it's happened? If we want to show the scheduled ones upcoming, we just need to do a little work. I just need to figure out how to do that, which is fine.
I'm sorry, Matt.
I think.
Go ahead, Vic.
Ideally, you would want them to be able to see upcoming and past, ideally, and you'd want them to be triggered with a notification that their call's coming up, so that's not something that's falling so manually. Yeah,
I don't think we have to worry about the notification, because that's also being sent by Schedule Once and Calendar.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll schedule once allow the kind of breakup that Rhonda likes in her calendar. So she likes Monday, no calls, Tuesday, podcasts, Wednesday clients, that type. Yeah. Great. Then with any clients that are doing big projects, we try and keep them on the same day and time every week. They don't get a calendar link to schedule a call whenever they want.
That's right.
They get one call a week with certain people. at the same day and time.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So I'll figure out how to do that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's continue on. Okay. So once this is all set up, it should be automated. For you, you're gonna do the same thing. Every client needs to do project, right? We're gonna do the project task or project status. Then we also gotta create a view for their interactions, right? So the interactions, we're just gonna have to go to calendar. Okay. Yep. Date and time done. And now what you can do is you can just filter it again by the client name, who's Ray. Okay. And then here's her calendar. It's kind of wonky because it's like, what we can do actually is we can make these color coded. So we know that, like, you know, the main ones are like purple is design, and then like maybe you know, you just color code it so people can see really quickly, or you can
Or
leave
maybe
like,
we can do 2 week or week by weekly. Top right.
yeah. So we can do it like this. That's fine. So you can see like, hey, whatever it's gonna be. It's just kind of like wonky. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But actually, we might be able to. Let me see here. Yeah, this is just a kind of a weird view here. I'm surprised that we can't like edit the what shows. Okay. Hold on.
How about
Okay. Yeah, no, that's all we can. This is the only way we can see it. Hold on. Maybe 3-day. If we do a 3-day one, it might be nicer and cleaner. But so let's see. Let's create a task for today. Today's the 15th, right? Oh, over here.
Yeah.
So let's do one for this. Let's see that. And for a 3-day. I mean, it's only a 3-day. I don't know. What do you guys think? The 3-day or the 1 week? Probably the 1 week, right?
1 week or 2 week?
Okay. So let's assume it's a 2 week. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'd like
again,
to see the week ahead so that they're aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think, Larcie? 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they've got in a circle every 2 weeks, so that
Right.
shows them they're personal with their group calls. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think I can create it here. Okay, let me play around with it because I'm thinking about it. What I want to do is because we're gonna have several things here, right? We're gonna have the invoice that's gonna be due. We're gonna have interactions. We're also gonna have projects. If I can show all of this on a calendar, that'd be great. But I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that. At the very least, we'll have to just do the interactions as a separate tab than the project, and then I don't know. I think that's it, right? Just interactions, just the meetings as they need to see. They don't need to see anything else, right? Just the meetings.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So same thing. We make sure we name this one. Rename the view as Ray. Right. Ireland, and then we just gonna share this, create this shareable, turn that off, copy this, come down to Notion. All right. And then create embed, and this is boom, done. So every time we update it, Oh, okay. Hold on. Even though we put it on 2 weeks.
Build a whole view.
Yeah. So we'll have to like, we'll
I
have
think
to.
it's fine. It looks.
You can select
They can,
month.
yeah. They can just click here. They can click whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, they can look at it. So it automatically defaults to month, and then they can see, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
So they actually they can open that up. And so what's cool about this is once they can open it up, then they can go ahead and start clicking on like their attachments or, you know, seeing the notes from the previous
Right.
one. They can see
Mhm.
see the video links, so they can go back. So then they have access to all their previous interactions in this,
Right.
which is really cool.
Mhm. I think it's
Okay.
cool that it has this view like for a month, so that they
too.
can easily see it. Oh, it's my calendar.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
we're cool.
what else do we need in the portal?
Status, calls.
Um,
So we've got, sorry, can you just scroll back up to the top? Submission forms. Well, we will need spaces, obviously, to put their assets, right? So,
Dropbox link.
So, okay.
Yes.
So, well, okay. So you receive their assets in what do you mean? Like, are the client gives you assets, or you give the client assets?
Like for example, we have one proof. Like for example, we're creating a logo for her, right? So I think she should be having her own Dropbox folder where she can, you know, check whenever she wants to get it, right?
Yeah.
It's just the final assets that we are delivering to her. So probably a Dropbox link would be great.
Okay. So let me show you how to make one of these things. Okay.
Okay.
You just create this, turn into a call out. I like call outs because it's nice and clean. You can check whatever this is. I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but let's say you don't want to use these emojis, right?
Mhm.
And you're like, I want to get Dropbox's logo. You can just go to Dropbox. All
Okay.
right. Actually, Dropbox, Google that, go to images.
Mhm.
Okay. And then just like, let's say you like this one, you right click it, copy image address. That is the URL for this image. Go back into here, go to link, paste that in here, submit, and now you have the Dropbox logo.
Yay.
Okay.
That's nice. I like that.
So you literally can like Zoom. If we want to do that, we can do the same thing. I'll do it real quickly just so you can see Zoom, right? Zoom logo, boom. Copy
and then
that.
we can create that as part of the template, so we're not having to do that every time.
Yep. Yeah.
And then
I'll just do that right now for you guys since we are doing it right
I
now.
like it.
Oh, that's so good. That makes it really clear.
Yeah, it's like really, it's just like, you know, it's like, oh, that's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute.
It is cute.
So I can just copy this, so I don't have to duplicate it, and I can just drag that over to this one, and I can go here. It'll be at the very
you can
bottom.
drop it like that.
That's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. It's at the bottom here, so
I see.
come all the way up. Just drag it all the way up, and then put it right here.
Wow, nice.
Cool, right? So yeah, I'm just showing you guys all this. So this calendar you see here, these are going to be, I'm going to delete them, but I was just showing examples when, okay, so I'm just going to delete all these so you can just get rid of it. But now you guys know how to use Notion kind of. This is the Notion calendar that we can build into it. But since I don't want you guys to use this because it's just duplicating our efforts, we should do everything in Airtable and then just use the Airtable views, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So now you have this, and if you want to make it a link, just, you know, link, and then put their actual link here, right?
All right.
So then every time they click on it, they'll go to their client folder.
Yeah, we also need like a list of funnel links like that. So.
For branding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where should I put it? Important links or unique links?
We, like for example, we will be creating a couple of funnels for them. So we need somewhere to paste those links.
Is it several links? Several links, or
Yes,
is it like
several?
okay? So
Maybe funnel assets, maybe like that. Name it like funnel assets.
Okay. So two things we can do. We can do a toggle list, which is like this. So we'll do click, like can I turn this into a toggle? No. Okay. I liked it like this. This is why but we only can do links here. We can't like
individual links.
Yeah. So let hold on. Let me get an idea here.
Would it be a massive issue though, Larcie, if it was an individual link?
Here we go. Hold on. Let me just try something.
So they could go
sales page like that.
Sales page, lead magnet, and they can actually be all the individual ones.
Actually, okay. So I have an idea. So this is okay. All right. So let's keep it pretty because I like to keep everything. So is it ClickFunnels always?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the same thing. Let's do a call out, right? Let's do ClickFunnels templates, or what do you want to call it? ClickFunnels pages, links. What do you
assets
want to call it?
Assets.
Assets.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's change this. Let's go here. ClickFunnels. Right. Let's use, which one do you want to use? This one?
The bigger one, yeah.
This one or this one?
That one.
Okay. So copy image address, come into here, link, submit. Okay. Now it's in here. Now let's create a page. Okay. Actually, so this is, I'm trying to keep it as easy as possible for you. So what we can do is we can create a page, right? And what it's going to be is turn this into a page. This is what a page looks like. So this would be like your funnels assets. Pages are basically like one step, like it's the same thing as we're just working on, but like another link. Think of it like another web page. Okay. So if we just did it empty like this, and we just added like, funnel or sales, like whatever, sales funnel, we had lead magnet, funnel, we have all the different funnels, whatever. I don't know what funnels you have, but then you can turn each of these into links, right?
Okay.
So this can be a link to one. This could be the link to the other one, and you can make it nice and pretty and make this page. And then you just go here, you click this, copy link, and then you go to her portal, and then that way you can just make that her. Where is it? Right here. You can make this that link, right? Link this link. So I moved it down here. But what we can do is actually we can create like a, and I'm just like thinking out loud. So we can create like a invisible pages or something. I don't know what you want to call it. Basically things that like we know is stuff we don't need on the page. We can toggle this, and I can just drag that into here. So it's in here. So it's like maybe like, like they can't see it, but it's nice and pretty up here. So they click on it, and it's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a one way to do it, to make it look nice and pretty, like how it is now. But it's just a little bit of a more step. You just create your invisible pages down here. You create a toggle, and you can just dump them into here, and then you can put them as links up here, however you like.
Yes.
So whenever they click on that, it's another Notion page. It's only on their page, but it just looks nice and pretty in terms of presentation.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to leave this in a template? So what's going to happen is now this is a template. So I can leave that here. So whenever you duplicate that, it'll automatically have this page. You just click into here, add all your funnel stuff here, right? And then it'll automatically update here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I like that.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys need to make this pretty, or you don't have to make it pretty, but at least it's there for you. And then what I'll do is I'll go to Ray and I'm going to drag over these links because we want to make sure that we have those in our template. So branding, drag that in here, and then we want to make sure we have this. How you guys liking Notion? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Definitely.
And it will limit a lot of questions from clients. Where's my link? Where's my link?
Yeah.
It's all in here.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do, like whenever we create this, what's really cool is I can literally like /Loom. I can embed a Loom recording, so it can be to whoever. Like let's say you duplicate this, it says, you know, it can be like hold on. It can be like, let's change this to maybe a red, you know, and this read me or watch me and delete me. But then it shows the instructions on how to get the project status. And this is me or you guys doing Loom in Airtable. Okay, now that you have this client, you duplicated it, make sure you change it, and they can watch the, you know, the status for this one. We have different Looms for each. Or we can have one big Loom for the entire thing and just say, hey, click this. This is how you set up the entire template. So click 1, check 2, check 3, right? It's pretty cool. And then at the end, you just delete it when it's done.
No more onboarding.
Yeah, and then we create the template and you literally just duplicate it, and every time. So it could be Larcie, it could be Victoria, it could be Brian, but it's just like so dummy proof because it's literally a video of you going through exactly what we're going. Once this is built out and it's exactly what we like, we can just work together or I'll create it or you guys can create it on exactly how you want it. I can make this into a checklist, right? So I can actually turn this into a to-do list, right? So it could be like, you know, change client name, and then it could be the Loom, you know, like, and then we just add, you know, we just add all the to-do. So whoever's doing this template can just check it off too. And then at the end, just delete it and it's ready to go.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So that's basically, what else do we need for Ray's portal? This is good
like
that we're
sign off for it. We're sending sign off for every asset that we're delivering to clients. And that is just basically a link to put in their name and their signature that they have agreed that we have, you know, completed the asset for them. So
can you do it right here? Or do you want like somewhere pretty to do it?
Would be best if it's in the important links or
okay. So sign-offs is what it's called?
Yes, sign-offs.
Okay. The only thing about that is if you're updating it as they go, how are they going to know that it's that it's a to-do item, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that because throughout the whole process, we need to actually get approval at every stage. I know for PR, I'm thinking this. I know this isn't Ray, but I'm just thinking.
Can you show me how you get approval now? Is it through email?
We provided my right signature link. Let me show you a sample. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll stop sharing. Okay.
No worries. I can just send a link because we're just sending links to clients when we're asking them to fill out something.
Okay. Yeah. Send me the link in Slack.
But then also what I'm thinking of is, you know, like with PR, when we get a draft back from the writer and we send that over to the client, we send it to the team. Let me think. We want to send it across to the client to check their links to make sure they're happy with it. Where would we be able to put things that they could maybe just tick approve?
I'm imagining that could be a status on one of the tables in there, right? If it's going to fall in approval, then they would have to check on that. We'll just be calling their attention from that base.
Okay. And they just manually write approve.
Yeah.
So let's let's go over exactly what that looks like. Are these tasks or are they stages in the projects? Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So like, is it how do you actually, yeah, just show me the link that you have now, and then and we can try and figure out what you're doing.
I send it to you in Slack.
Okay. To fill out this online form and sign to your name, email. Okay, so this is sent with the funnel or something? Where is this sent? An email or texted or?
email or messenger, depending on some clients you get a response in email, others you don't. So it's a big amount of chasing up, which is why it'd be good if it's in Notion.
So let's do this. When you deliver an asset, right? How do you deliver it? Like, let's say, okay, you finished my logo. How do you give it to me?
So the process will be if they approve, like for example, okay, I like that logo. That's my final logo already. So the team will be putting up everything, the logo, the branding style guide, the colors, fonts inside a Dropbox file folder. So that's it. That Dropbox file, we can use that for the digital assets, like the logos or the banners, right? The module covers. We can keep them all in there. But then again, I'm thinking this sign-off could just be a to-do list for them. Is that possible to give them a to-do list? Like, for example, I can add, all right, Ray, here are your to-do list. Tick this off once you have signed off the branding.
Yes, anything that they need to action.
So here's what I'm thinking, right? We have tasks, right? We have all of Ray's tasks. Mm-hmm. We can have assigned to. Maybe we can have this assigned to, maybe we just create a task here. Or actually, hold on. So let's say we can have assigned to an internal team, and then we have two ideas. One, you let me know what works better for you guys. Mm-hmm. One with another column that says approved by client, right? Mm-hmm. And then, or we just have whatever needs to be approved as one task for the client. Approve first draft of whatever, and it just has her own, and so her name's there, like the Ray's name would be here instead of Star's. Would you like to have Star and the client? So you're like, hey, she needs to approve here, she needs to approve here, she needs to approve here.
Should they be inside Airtable?
It should be inside Airtable. Well, because this is they're always approving the same things, right? They're not approving like custom stuff. It's always going to be like when you send this right signature, is it how many times you send it to them throughout a project? Is it like first draft approved, second draft, or only when
per
the
asset, per completion of assets?
That's beautiful. Great. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it should be right at the end of this when we're send final Dropbox folder to client. Mm-hmm. All right, here, send asset edit review to client for approval. Then we can just for this one we can have one that says client approved, right? And whenever they fill out this, the right signature form, then we can check that off. What do you guys think?
We do it per asset, right? So let's say with Ray, she's got 6 different assets being created for her, whether that's a sales page, a website, So if I can just explain the reasoning behind that is that we've had quite a lot of clients in the past whereby when they start a big project, they disappear halfway through. So we've got to show that they've signed off at each stage, right? Mm-hmm. And then they come back 6 months later. So we just are being mindful of that they sign off per asset to say, yes, that was done. I received it.
Do you give a receipt whenever or the right signature is a receipt, basically? Like, hey, I got it, right?
Yes, that's it. Exactly.
I think we should keep all the assets in Airtable as well. Actually, are the
We have
assets pretty?
deliverables, right? We have deliverables. Client deliverables.
Are they pretty big though? Are they pretty big? Like the size of the files?
No, not really. We were providing logo.
Actually, no. We can just leave the Dropbox link, right? So it can be
Right.
the Dropbox, so it won't take up a lot of space. And for each deliverable, then we can. Let me think here. How are we gonna do this? So other assets in here are deliverables or no? Yeah, like all these stuff, right?
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So we add the deliverables. Okay, we got to clean this up. Obviously, we need to make it really, really, really concise and pretty and everything. But let's see.
You're echoing.
I know. I'm not sure why.
And me
Hold
too.
on. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's gone. Hopefully.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
And I think this is what Rhonda really wants to, to see as well, because she'd like to see, what are the assets that has been delivered to the client, and what are those that are pending.
So let's do this. Okay. Why is this still here? How do I get out of here? Okay, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do active clients. We are. Do you like to do each asset to the project or to the client? To the client, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say to the client.
So let's do this. I'm gonna add an deliverables tab. Okay.
Some chocolates.
Hold on 1 second.
A little afternoon energy boost.
Almost random my shift, so my energy is all gone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for the status, we have to update the status, right, for branding.
Yeah, definitely. I've just made a note of that as well.
I'm thinking it will be easy to look at it if it's named like asset, like for example, logo creation. Where is the client at? She's at the logo creation phase.
Yeah, like if that's what we're looking at status as being, then definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's easier to kind of like comprehend.
And then, yeah. But I think like Hanson was doing, I've got hay fever. I've got such an itchy nose. What Hanson was doing with putting the PR in front of it, we maybe have to have like PR
and branding, yeah.
So, okay, here we go. Okay, save. Okay. So for tasks, right? You guys are talking about tasks, right? Okay. So instead of me saying PR, why don't we just do this? We can just tag all these tasks as PR. So instead of putting it, shit. Yeah, no, I think you should put it into the actual task because I was thinking we could just do like a tag, like kind of like a single select, and then we can tag it as PR or branding. But what's going to happen is, I mean, we could do that. Would you prefer to do that? Do we need to?
I like tags.
Do you guys do you want to see like, let's see here. So it's like right there, right? Do you want to see that this is all branding?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that better? Or can you tell from here? Like, I'm trying to understand the purpose of having this here. Other
Well, yeah, I
than
think that would help because for Ray Ireland, she's on Sexier package, and that includes PR as well, right?
Yeah.
so you want to see branding and PR, or branding, PR, design, tech, or something, right?
Well, this Ray's going to be in as this is okay. Okay, let me think this through 1 second. With the Sexier package, it's now got PR added into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are we then going to create her as just this one project, which combines branding and PR, or are we going to have her as two projects?
We should have her
As
as two projects.
Two projects,
Yeah,
I think.
just so it's
one and a
clean.
PR one.
I think it should, because then it's like, okay, I know that this task is going towards her brand makeover, and this task I'm doing, it's the same client, but it's going to be clean. It's going to be like, okay, task one goes
Right.
here.
So that doesn't have any PR in it anyway.
Yeah. So would that mean that the tag will not be?
So then
needed?
the tags probably.
Yeah.
We don't
not
need the
needed.
tags?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's go back to what we're talking about here. Okay. I'm going to, why is Ray not active here? Where is she? Ray, right here. She's active now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So she should be here. There you go. Okay. So I want to we don't need to see all these things here. I'm going to hide this. This is how you hide things in this view, so you can literally just keep it real.
All right.
Okay. Products, Dropbox links. Okay. No, we don't need this. No. Yeah. Don't need date created. Interactions website. Don't need that. Do we need? No. Okay. Status
Is that
stage.
her website?
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, because Rhonda sometimes likes to have that as a quick grab for herself.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So this is all of her stuff. Okay. So deliverables. Right here, we're going to give her a logo, right? Which one? This?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's assume this. So I'm going to go to deliverables, and then I'm going to say, how do I do this here? I'll need to think out this system for you sending a deliverable, and now it is approved by her. I need to, because she could have 6 assets, she could have 10 assets, right? And every one of them, we need to know that they've been approved.
Yes.
That's going to be complicated. Okay, I'll need to think about that. Let me write that down. I need to really do some deep thinking about that. So we want to show client approval based on each deliverable can be multiple. Okay. So this is for branding.
Yeah. PR is more so we just need approval on drafts. Because they're not directly into their writer all the time, we just need approval on drafts.
So first, and you get written approval for first draft, second draft, third draft?
So when we send it, we need the client to confirm that look, chances are they're only going to see it once. And that's what I try and do. I need them to look and go, yeah, that's my name, that's my company, that's my title, that is the quote that I gave, and that link is going to the right place.
So do you send a right signature, or you just get a verbal okay?
No, with PR, we don't send a right signature simply because their article is live online, so there's no disputing that.
Okay, so let me just focus on this here, because this is going to be pretty complex. And if I build it up for this, then it can be easily probably set up.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me work on that. And okay, that's going to be okay. What else do we need? Let's see here. Thinking what we do is, it might just be a task, to be honest. It might just be like, you know, it might just be like, let's do this weird one here, which doesn't need to be one. Approve asset, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can just drag that all the way at the bottom, right?
It's a lot of tasks.
Okay, and I'm gonna make this a weird color. Okay, gray. Okay, so save that. Let's assume that we approved asset, and then we can tag Ray. Okay. Okay, let me think about this. Yeah, it can be her, just her project. And then it can be, okay, and then what we can do is, hold on, client approve. I want to have a link here. And have, yeah, I think we can do it like this. So let's do this. Okay, so asset link, and then we can also do a tag. So if this is approved asset, I'm going to set a tag that's going to be a this may or may not work. So what's going to happen is I can make a formula to where whenever we click that this is approved asset, then this turns into something like asset, right? And then we know that if we create a view, then I can do a gallery view, because those are really good for assets. And then I will filter it by project, where project contains Ray. Okay. And I'll do another filter where the thing I just created, tag, is an asset. Okay. And then if there is a link here, then I will show the link. Oh, there. So there we go. This is good. Okay. Basically, we'll show this view here. And, oh yeah, hold on. We need to show the client approved. Yeah. Okay. So then we can show that if we were to upload something here, okay, I'm going to go into back here and I'm going to upload just a random document. So let's do, oh, right here, attachments. We can actually add attachments here. Let me just add something random. So let's say it's going to be this one. Okay. This is like PDF. Let's say this was a logo. I think if we upload it, it should show in the gallery, and then she can actually see it.
Right.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I tried it. Actually, Hanson, I want to show you something. I don't know if that could be connected to what we are working on right now, but
perfect. Yeah, it shows like this.
I put up something for the design division department. I don't know if that needs to be connected or.
What was that? What do you want to show me something?
Yeah. Because you were working on that gallery view, right, for the client, the graphic assets of the client that we're working on. And I was just thinking, because I've also put up, it's like a temporary database, for the design division, our design team to use. I don't know if it's outside the base, wouldn't you be able to connect it with each other?
You cannot connect one base to another now. It needs to be inside the same base.
Okay.
But we can copy it in if you need to. What you want to show me what you're working with, or?
Yeah. But I am thinking, since you've said that, I'm thinking it should just be used internally. But let me just show it. You can. If you're inside Airtable, I think you should be able to see it as well. It's just the
right here?
Design division, digital asset management. There you go. So I have these are all the graphics assets that the team is working on. And
wow, this is really good.
If you click on view and asset gallery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. It's exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, so this is perfect. This is great. So then we can filter it by, whoever it is. So we can build this into the UBA control center with how you understood how to build it here. This is really easy to build because you already have it built out. Are you uploading? Let's see. Are you uploading?
But the problem is this also includes all assets that we're creating for Rhonda and the UBA. So I'm thinking we should.
And what?
All assets being created for Rhonda and for UBA, Hanalei, Brian. So everything is in here. Everything that the design division is working on is in here. So I don't know if it could be helpful for us to bring it over there, because I think it should be, in another system like this one. Or maybe you're right. We can just do a view and then filter for, per client.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it that way, it's not going to be connected if you're okay with that. It's just going to be a little bit more extra work to go in between.
I see.
But
I think we're making things complicated now. I think that Dropbox is best because they don't actually need to see, everything that is going on in here. And since we have put Dropbox in Notion, and that could just have, the final assets that we are delivering to them, I think that's all good, right, Vic?
Yeah, I totally agree. The Dropbox link will have the final assets, and then we just need somewhere that they can look at the exact asset that they need to approve at that particular moment in time.
And then
just to keep it
clear. Our concern with regards the right signature is just, for us not to send the sign-offs each time, that they need to sign on that, or maybe just put it in their to-do list. If we're going to put in to-do list, that will appear on their end as well, right?
Yeah,
we can filter. Notion?
Yeah, so we can literally just assign them tasks in the task here, and then we can give them a task list of things to do. So
I think that'd be better.
That would be better, right?
Yeah.
Should it be in Airtable? Yeah. I think it should just be in Notion, right?
Up to you. If you want it's just tough because the second you go outside of Airtable, you start messing with things, it doesn't sync up. So like nothing's synced
No,
up.
yeah.
Ah, okay. I see.
So you should keep everything as much as you can in Airtable because everything talks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
so
this is
we're
what this is.
working in Airtable. It's updating across in Notion.
You're
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notion is like the,
Messenger.
it's like a little doorway, and then this is the house, right?
Okay.
Yes. So we're just showing them the little bits. Notion's a window. Just have a little
Yeah.
look at the things that they really need to be.
Yeah. So I literally think that we can just like the way I just did right here. We can just say, let's see here. We can literally
Just a second, just gonna get water.
So this could be like logo, right? This could be like, oh, hold on.
Well, yeah, we could just put a list of the deliverables in there.
Yeah, this could be brand, cover, graphic, or whatever. I don't know what you guys create, but you
Well,
can
we've
just,
already got them listed, so that's easy for us to put in. And then here, would we put PR and branding stuff, or that need as tags, every possible tag?
no, because this is just branding. So if
So
we
just
had a PR thing, then we would have to go to
and have a
create like
separate one.
a separate, yeah. So like let's say I wanted to show you
Because with PR, it's literally one thing to approve. Do you like this copy? So it's like yes or no.
oh, do you emailed it or do you how do you
Well,
get
I'm just
is
thinking that.
is Notion okay with that? Like
Yeah, I'm just thinking it could just go in as a comment in Notion for PR, to be honest.
I mean, I to just so everything's the same, what I would do is literally just go, it's another, let's say it's a PR, right? So it would be, where's a PR one? Are all these PR? This is PR, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be just PR, right? And then same thing, it would be approve asset. So it would be approve, or maybe instead of approve asset, it's going to be approve draft or something.
The draft,
Right.
yeah.
I think you have drafts here, right? Right. It's just send first draft to client right there. Boom. Right.
Yeah.
So once it's approved, then we just know that like we need to get their approval. That's right. So for every draft here, for every draft, we just need to make sure that we tag the client too. I'm just trying to see how we're going to do this. So assign to, and then I'm just going to create another one that says, okay, need client task. Okay. So this way, whenever, there's going to be two items. One is going to be for the internal team. And then this one is if the client needs to do something, they do that. I don't know. So send asset to review for client approvals. And then here you need to put Raylan. The reason we do this is because now we can filter out all of the ones with just her name on it. So these will go into Notion. Like all the tasks with her name, right? So we know that she needs to sign off on right here to approve the asset. She needs to do that whenever that's set up. We know that she needs to, we know that Jody needs to do this part, right? This is all over the place. But I'm just showing you that like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we just filter out the views with the task list, and I'll delete this so we know, but like I'll show you how we do it with Ray. So we basically just create another how do we want to do this? Just a grid is fine. Grid, we create this as Ray's tasks, and then we just filter where client task contains Ray. And this is what she's due. And then we can give the, the due date. And then so we just post that. We just save this view. So we wouldn't need her to see who is assigned to on our team. We wouldn't need to see the priority. We would not need to see it's her tasks. We need to see notes, attachments. We need to see the due date. We don't need to see this. We need to see the task. We don't need this to complete it because that's for us. We need the client approved. We need the URL, and we need the asset link, and that should be good. Yeah. Cool. And then this.
Yeah, so can we see how that would look in Notion?
Yeah, so this one, and then we can actually move things around. So let's say we wanted her check mark right here up front, so we know she's really easy to find. We also want the attachments are right there. And then we want she don't really have a due date, right? Whenever you send her approval, it's just like, hey, get this done, right?
I think we do want to set a due date. Otherwise, they'll be like, I'll do that in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the asset link. So we'll have this client approval, asset link, attachments, due date. And then any notes, we don't need to see the task for her, right? Because it says it here. So I'm going to hide that task. And yeah, okay. So to share that view, create the shareable view. And then this. Nope, what do I do here? Okay. So let's put her tasks up here because that's just going to be better.
Okay.
Actually, I could just drag this out. Okay. So here's the issue here is that she cannot hit this little check thing that she's approved. Yeah. But what we can do is because she needs to sign, right? She needs to check this out. I can automate it to where whenever she sends back the right signature, then it goes here and it checks it off for us.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That will be great.
So basically it can be like, hey, when it can be, oh, we should add that. We should put the link to the right signature in here. Then she can click on it. Right. So let's say, let me just adjust the thing here. Okay. This is why I like working with you guys because then we can figure stuff out. So then this is the right signature approval link, right? And then so let's just assume this is www.google. Just put a real link in here just to see if they can click it. Okay. And then if they do that, then it should be here. Oh, I don't know how long that's going to take to reload. There you go. Yeah, perfect. So, all right, great. We can just put the right signature link in there. Boom. And then we just say, hey, if you like it, just hit this link. And so we don't need to show her this because that's for us. We just need to show that we need to give her the link for this. This is more important for her. So asset link, attachment, due date, What should we put up front?
Yeah. What
Okay.
about when, so that's for like a final sign off to say that the asset is complete. They're happy. They've got the link. It's completely done. What about when we just want them to approve a version, or we want them to check for edits? Are we thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about
that's what
that.
the to-do list would be good for.
Yeah, this if it's a status, if the status is in approval, right? The task should appear up in there, like on that approval process phase. I think.
Yeah.
I missed that. Say it. Explain it to me again.
Because we're, for example, we're creating the logo, right? And then we would like to ask the client, how does this look, to you? Do you need any adjustment, or right? So
and how do you do that now?
Well, we're exchanging messages in Messenger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do the same thing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's take, for instance, you want to, let's say you want to, can't see that. What we can do is we can turn this into, oh man, how will we do this? You can upload things here, which is really cool. Or if you're doing links, right? You're usually doing Dropbox links, right?
For asset development, yeah, for branding.
So maybe we can do this. How would that look? Let's make it look real nice. So this is so whatever you want to name it, right? We can just make it a different color too. Make it like maybe make it like, I don't know, purple, right? And then we can add a, why don't we just drop in things here? So let's say this again. Let's see this. And then we can say, how about this? I have an idea. Needs review. All right, and then this can be well, after they review and they're like, hey, I like it, go to the next step, and then you go to the next one. What do you say? What is it called? Like, hey, we're like you're talking to me. I'm the client, and you're showing me, hey, this is the rough idea of what we want. Cool, I like it. What happens to that piece to you to go to next step? Is it called like phase 2, phase 3? Like, what's it called?
Like maybe like asset finalization, because design team will have to upload, the high resolution to the Dropbox folder.
Yeah. Also, though, we've got to think about where our biggest headaches are, and quite often it's the in-between stage, right? There's a lot of back and forth sometimes when it comes to design stuff. So it's not necessarily that we're going to be, hey, look at this, and they go, yeah, great.
Okay.
Like,
so what I'm thinking, actually, maybe we do this. Maybe, because this will make it really cool, is we create
I like this, needs review, and then we can put the things there that they need to.
What I'm thinking is we do this, right? Maybe we just do this. This is asset 1, right? I don't know if you're feeling me here. And then right, and then or actually, hold on. Let me so we have 2 options. We can do a page, or we can do a toggle, and toggles are nice because it's just so easy. So this could be like asset 1, right? And then this could be literally like we put that in there, but just to give you an example, I can do like several of them, right? But it's going to be like version 1, right? So this will be version 1. Oh, I like, and then you can click on it and be like, or we actually, it might be better to just have a toggle. Okay, let's just do this. This is great. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right, this is going to be asset 1. Okay. All right, and then these are going to be. Hold on, I'm just confused here. This will be asset 1. All right, and this will be. Let's just click in here. And then this can be, and then whenever you just, it doesn't have to be pretty because it's just literally going back and forth. It can just be like, this is version 1, okay. And then you can add the little nice thing. And then you can do, it's version 2. Okay. And then you can have underneath it, you can just say, you can comment, or you can turn this into any of these really. We could do like a numbered list, like change font, or we can actually do to-do items too. So we can do to-do list, like change font to whatever, Times New Roman, right? We can do make this blue, stuff like that, right? And that way, now everything is underneath, okay, version 1, and you can see like the flow of it. Do you guys like this? And then for each one, they have a like asset 1, asset 2, or maybe instead of the toggle, it's literally just, it's just the page, you know?
So then in the chat box, we can just direct them to what part of this page they need to go to.
Yeah, so you can also be like working, or maybe, I don't know your lingo, but like this one is like, this one needs review, all right? And then,
what are your feelings on this then, Larcie? Do you think it's going to be clear for them?
I'm thinking of a board, like one item. Like, for example, we're working on the logo, right? If they need to approve it, we could just put in that version in there. And if they see it...
Yeah, because we only work on one asset at a time.
Yes, that's right.
Actually, here, this is even better, actually. So what I'm doing here is like, I can literally just create a, okay, there. Okay, so this is Notion, but it's not hooked up to Airtable, but at least it's going to be really pretty, right? So this can be assets, your assets, whatever. This can be, and then you can tag it as like, this could be a logo. This can be a brand promo graphic, right? Whatever. This can be a, you know what I mean? Okay, just, and then here, just literally just update, and then update the files, and then we can add a, how do we do this? If they open it, then you can have all these like version 1, version 2. But at least now we can do a status. So we can do a status, right? And then we can do first draft, right? We can do second draft. Oh, hold on. This should be a single select.
And will this be connected in Airtable?
No. No, it won't, but it will be connected to their, the reason why is if we can't connect it to Airtable because we don't want to give them access to Airtable because then they can see other clients, okay? So in order for us to get them to communicate on assets, we need to give them the available to do that through Notion because only they can access through Notion, okay? So it will be a pain in the ass, but if we just know that, hey, all the working drafts are in Notion, because we can create unlimited versions of this, but then we just put the final Dropbox link in Airtable. You know what I mean? That's a workaround. So what's going to happen is, like, when we first start working, this is all going to be duplicated, and you're going to put logo, this, and each one you'll be working on it. And everyone assigned to this page, all the design people have access to this. They'll know to go down here and go, okay. And then you can add views. So just like what we've done before, we can add the Kanban. This is the asset progress, right? Or status. And then we can do this by first draft, second draft, and all this. So now we know, like, okay, it's moving along when they do this, but we can also just add in new things here. So they wanted, like, you know, a logo 2, and this is a logo, and then just all these things. And then if we just literally just add the drafts here as it moves along, then we can keep track of it. What do you guys think of that?
My concern is that we typically, like, you know, just like what, you know, how we do it now, like a fast exchange in Messenger, like, okay, right, needs to go in here, needs to go in there. So if we will be setting up, you know, table for each asset, then we have to do draft 1. I'm thinking it's kind of like going to be you know, more time consuming, and I think Vic and I are on the same page in here, that maybe we could just put, like, you know, like a board. It's like a pin board. Like you can put, okay, this is your logo, needs to be approved, but they just need to see, like, a visual, you know, view of that asset, like maybe at that. Because a while back you tried to attach like an image in there, and if that would appear like,
we can just do it right here. So we go to gallery, and it will be like gallery asset view. Okay, so if we want to add a logo, then what we do is, and while I do this, you don't have to do it ever again, because this is all it's going to be in the template. Okay. So we want to, how do we do this?
Can we chat either, like, for example, if we click on that, can a conversation, you know, happen from that file itself, from that card, if that is a card?
Yeah. So okay, I'll show you. So let's do this. So right here, if you want to add a photo to this, add cover,
that's exactly
right?
It.
So let's say that you created this, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. This is their logo too.
That's it. So these are temporary, like, conversation about that project. This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you click, hey, blah 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 blah. Right. This is Notion.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool, right? But at the same time, like, you can still have the things that we talked about. So you can change the view to what we already made before, which is really cool. But you sound like you guys don't want to use that. You just want to use just gallery.
I think it'll confuse them. Like we really just need to be in the chat box and go, hey, new logo 2 has been added to your asset design box.
Okay, so let's do this.
And then we can chat in there about that particular asset, because I'm thinking of all the other views they've got their calls, they've got their calendar, and they've got their status, right?
Okay, so in these assets, right, what do you want to show? Just you want to show the name, right? What else?
Yeah, also Hanson, is it okay if we could just have it like the approval box? Because it's not just the logo, it could be, you know, a funnel that we could put in there. Should this be just applicable for like graphics?
No, we can do whatever you want. So if you want like approved.
What do you think, Vic, right? It will be good if we do have that window. Like
what do you mean
approval,
a window?
Not a window, but like that, a page for, instead of asset design box. Maybe
like
we can make it like, no, we are calling it asset design box right now. Maybe we could call it like an approval, something like that.
Approval corner. Well, you can come up with whatever name. Yeah, I'm not good at this.
I really like approval corner.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then it can be, you know, approved or not approved, right?
Yeah.
And if it's not approved, they can just put comments.
Right.
Yeah.
So can we put multiple checkboxes there, like one saying approved, one saying see comments? Or is that just a step that we don't?
I mean, if you want to, it's just going to look freaking ugly, right?
Yeah.
I think that honestly, you can. Let's think about this.
I think that is quite simple. If they tick approve, then we're good to go.
But then when you move it on to the next one, what you want to do is uncheck, like, let's say I'm the client. Yes, this is great. I like it. Then now you got to go to the next stage. Now you got to go in here, uncheck, which is fine, uncheck approve, and then start doing the next changes, and then be like, hey, submit it again. Hey, this is ready to go. Or you just update the so this is logo 2, and then this is like, you know, once they approve it, then you just go up here and you go version or second draft, you know, maybe second draft, and then you uncheck it.
Right.
Boom. Hey, okay. So the thing is that, do you want to keep track of the changes? Because another way you could do, no? You sure?
No.
You sure? It's really easy. I'll show you how you can do it.
It's easy.
Okay?
You might as well see.
It's really easy. So let's say we got logo 2 and they check, okay, I like it. All you go is right here. Okay. And then you, hold on. You just go right here and duplicate it. Uncheck it. Now, this is version 2. And then make the changes. Okay. Right? And then if you want to not show this, then you just, you add a filter again, right? So you can say, we can add another view that says like approved versions. And that would be gallery. And then you literally just create the filter that is going to be, you know what I mean? It's been approved, and then, but it's up to you. It's really easy to do.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is well, actually, I don't know. I think you don't need it. I think that's complex, actually, because what's going to happen is you're going to have all of the comments in here, right?
Right.
Change this, do that. Right. So that's actually good. Okay.
Just
that's
keep
good.
it in as one.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, now just want to make sure that you guys know that the only reason this will show is if you change the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you add a file here, it will not show. Okay. So make sure that the one that they want to review is this one, and then
yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. All right. Good to hear. This. Okay. So you want me to drag this over to branding, right?
Yeah.
As a template?
Yeah. Are you happy with that, Larcie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's down here. It's just one view. I'm going to delete this. It's just one view. And yeah, okay. I'm going to drag this down here too as well. Okay. Okay. You can change the name, improve a corner. Here's where you're going to be pasting stuff. That's a lot. All right. What else? Is there anything else you want to go over?
Will we create a template one for PR as well?
We can. Will it look similar to this one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who does one of you want to create it so you start to get the hang of using Notion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Larcie or Victoria?
Larcie, do you want to get on a call with me your hour tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow will be fine. Yeah.
And we can go through, because I know
Thanks.
it's getting late in the day for you, we can go through the status and we can go through setting up the PR template as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that'll be fine. Same time? Am I 4?
If that's okay for you.
Yes, that's okay for me.
Yeah. We'll do that, and then we can go through status, we can go through this PR stuff. And then, Hanson, I don't know at what stage you want to do this, but I've got just lots of little questions about how we could automate certain things. Do we want to just work on getting these foundations set up first, and then we can look at all the little...
Yeah, definitely. I want to get you guys using Airtable and Notion like as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, the purpose of this call was I wanted to like give you an overview of how everything's coming together, but also I want you guys to start using it. Like, don't be afraid to break things. Like, if you want to like, I'm gonna go right here and just duplicate it for you. Okay, duplicated. Now, just go in here and mess with it. If you want to create another one, duplicate it. So, hold on, where'd it go? I just duplicated it. Where'd it go?
I think it's gone into private, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So this is it right here. Oh. So, what we want to do is rename this as whatever. Branding template sandbox. So you guys can just mess with this as much as you want. Okay. I'll share this with you. Yeah. And then you guys can just like go to town on it. Do we have everything we need for
Ray?
For Ray, yeah. Is that set up?
I think
we use this as just so you know, for the comments, you hit resolve and it's gone. Okay. If you want to see the comments again, you go to resolve discussions. You can see all the old comments.
Oh, that's good.
Or I'm going to delete these comments because we don't need them, but at least it keeps track of, yeah. So whenever like, it's like a task or something like, hey, do this. And it's getting crazy, you can just resolve these comments. Okay.
So where would we put a loom if we wanted like a welcome loom?
You can put it anywhere you want. You literally just go any box and just go loom, boom, right? And then, so how Notion is set up is this is a box. Like, you kind of highlight over it. This thing is a box. You can just create anything. It's really cool. You can create anything you want here. So you create all these different things. So you can you want a loom here, you can put it there. If you don't want a loom there, you can, you can put it like right there.
I'm just thinking for the onboard, and it would be good.
Yeah. It'd be good to probably just to like put because this is 2. What happens is if I add a loom here, actually, hold on. If I just if I add a loom here, right, it's going to just be like in the middle of nowhere. But if I want to just put it up, see that blue line? If I drag it up a little bit, it's the full page. Now it is up there. So I embed a loom. It'll be right above everything. If I want to create some space between that, I just hit the plus sign. It adds another block. And just add another one. And it moves everything down. Easy building blocks. And you can just embed the loom here. Okay.
Yeah, I think once we've got a deeper understanding, then we can do a really succinct loom for them, for the clients, Larcie, so that they can just understand it all.
So what you guys can do is start working on Ray Ireland's portal. You can like update the submission forms, the inner circle hub, these links, all these links. This is already set up. When do we need to give her this access? Well, we should probably show Rhonda first, right? If she likes to set up, then we can finalize everything. I would like you girls to like either find some time with me to go through it if you want, or try it yourselves and I'll look over and make sure that everything's correct. Because I literally just like added all these fake tasks and everything. You know?
Yeah, maybe we
and then probably.
Sorry.
At the earliest, Ray's going to be having a call this Friday, I think, right? At the earliest.
Yes.
It's going to be this Friday.
With Ray?
So we still have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we've got this week to really iron it out.
So let's do this. Let's focus on Ray. Let's get everything of hers updated in Airtable. Okay.
Right.
Let me know when you guys want to do that, and I'll make sure I'm available. So you can just ping me on Slack, or if you need me to get on a call, I'll be available. And just you guys are inputting it into Airtable and updating this stuff.
And we've got a call. If Larcie and I have a call tomorrow at 4, then maybe we can go through some things, and then we'll ping you and see if you're available.
Right.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow works. Cool. I'll talk to you then.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you left. Shit.
Larcie.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, hey, Sono.
Yo. Hey there.